Hey, welcome back, Super Stock Bros. It's your boy Bub, and today we're going to talk about space, ARKX, and related space companies. Get ready for this one. Today, we're going to explore what could possibly be within ARKX's ETF. So I'm just going to jump into the research and let's just get right into it. Okay, so the Space Exploration ETF would focus on companies that are leading, enabling, or benefiting from technological advancements and enabling products and or services that occur beyond the surface of the Earth. Okay, so what does all this mean? Space, though exciting, is hard to get right. Even the best operators experience setbacks, and some seemingly promising technologies and companies will fail to reach orbit. Given the high risk but potential reward, an ETF strategy allowing investors to buy a stake in a number of companies instead of putting funds into just one could make a lot of sense. And likely, given the likely popularity of the ARK Space ETF, it seems that the new funds will flow into companies in its basket. So that's what we're trying to do today. We're going to find out what's going to be in the basket, or speculate what's going to be in the basket through the research I've done today. So Stable Road Acquisition joins space names running higher as ARK Invest plans a space ETF. So this this SPAC has already climbed quite a lot in the past week because of the fact that Cathie Wood now is looking to add companies into the ARKX basket. So that's one company. Let's keep that down on your, if you're writing some notes down, SRAC, keep that there. There's also existing ETFs. So, ARKX is making their ETF, but there's already existing ones that hold a basket of companies. So Procure Space ETF, UFO, funny name. So what are they holding in their top 10 holdings? A couple of companies, Orbcom, Iridium Communication, Maxar, we just talked about this one, Trimble, Sky Perfect, Garmin Ltd, Sirius XM, Utilic Communications, and a bunch of other companies that make up this ETF. There's also ROKT, ROKT, another ETF with a basket of companies, some different this time. So every ETF, the way it's managed, has different companies under it. So this one has some interesting companies that have done quite well in the past year. Aerojet Rocketdyne Holdings, Maxar Technology again. Lockheed Martin's on there. The drone industry, and ETFs you may want to look out for, and companies that fall under these ETFs. So once again, there are ETFs that have a basket of companies that follow the drone industry, which is also in development, which could also be included in the ARKX ETF. So the first one I got is iFly, Wedbush Global Cloud Technology ETF. So under it, they have AeroVironment and a couple of other large companies. So I clicked on, let's see, their top holdings here. Nvidia is not like a UAV company, but I bet they develop chips that are included in these drones. So it's something also to keep in mind, that these semiconductor companies create chips for these drone companies. So it's all a related industry, and we could see that ARKX include even Nvidia. So next one, AeroVironment. So that was one of the large holdings we saw in the iFly. AeroVironment designs and develops, produces, and supports a portfolio of products and services for government agencies and businesses. So the company supplies, once again, the unmanned aircraft systems, UAS, they like to call it, related primarily to organizations within the U.S. Department of Defense, international allied governments, and tactical missile systems and related services to organizations within the U.S. AgEagle aerial systems. This company has done quite well. It produces, distributes, and supports unmanned aerial vehicles, so UAV, for precision agriculture. And in the past couple of days, even, the stock has rocketed from the low sevens up to $10 as of January 15th. And even before that, December was $3. So you can tell that this industry is going to get a lot of money poured into it. It doesn't have to actually, you don't have to actually go to space or be part of anything outside of the Earth. It's just like Cathie Wood's Space Exploration ETF says. It just says beyond the surface of the Earth. So UAV stocks on, unmanned aerial vehicles could benefit to be included. Well, they will benefit if they are included as part of the ARKX ETF. So keep your eye on this one here. It's risen quite a lot, but has more room to grow based on its fundamentals and what they've done so far in the past couple of months. Let's see here. A year ago, AgEagle was a penny stock valued by the market at less than 10 million. The stock today is worth more than 400 million, largely thanks to speculation that the company was working with Amazon to develop an e-commerce delivery drone. So that could explain why it's up more than 1,300% in the past year. But this is something that you'd want to look out for, put it on your watch list, because it could be included into the ARKX ETF. Space-related companies. Elon Musk's SpaceX is intended to provide high-speed service to areas with spotty internet access. Now, Canada has a company called Telesat, which is interesting because there's a private company by the name of Telesat that's partnering with telcos to deliver high-speed internet in rural areas. Like Starlink, it transmits internet to homes via satellite. Where it differs is its business model. Unlike Starlink, which aims to provide service directly, Telesat will partner with the telcos on infrastructure. So once its service is rolled out, it would partner with a company like Rogers, for example, the largest telco or one of the largest telco companies in Canada. So what you would see is a lot of money flowing to Telesat because of this partnership. Telesat is currently private. So this article goes on to say, if Telesat and the Canadian telco giants like Rogers beat Starlink to mass satellite internet deployment, they'll be one step ahead, potentially adding to the thesis for investing in them. On that note, you'll be able to invest in Telesat itself as it's set to go public in 2021. So it's something to keep your eye on. But who's going to help them go public? Well, according to an article on their website here, Telesat to become public company through agreement with Loral Space and Communications. So this is huge news because Loral is actually a publicly traded company, and it's going to get help Telesat go public. Loral, L-O-R-L, Loral Space Communications. So what is Loral? Loral Space Communications is a satellite communication company, offers satellite-based communication service to the broadcast telecom, corporate, and government customers worldwide. It's a massive company with, let's check its stats here, a market cap of $801 million, and has steadily climbed as well in the past 6 months. So in mid-July, it's sitting at $18, but has climbed up to $26.90 as of January 15th, with much more, I would say, investors looking at it because of, once again, Cathie Wood's ARK Invest planning to invest and create a basket of space-related companies. So if Loral is added to the basket and is helping Telesat go public as well, that's a connection that I'm going to keep investigating from here on out, and perhaps start a position in Loral very soon. So with that said, there's a couple of UAV companies you want to take a look at, as well as Loral and Telesat, a Canadian satellite/related telco company that will probably go public in 2021. So with that said, folks, it is an interesting time that we're in here, and I'm looking forward to investing in space-related companies or unmanned vehicle, aerial vehicle companies, because there could be big money in them, especially if Amazon has a stake in a couple of these companies for its own purpose of distributing their products across continents. So with that said, I'll be looking into the stocks mentioned here. Hope you like this segment, Stock Bros. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share to another bro. Get them to follow the channel, and maybe share in the comments. Subscribe and share. Thanks. Peace out, Stock Bros.